that social media is a huge part of our daily lives. But how much does it actually affect us? How many people here have some form of social media? Okay. Now, more specifically, how many girls have social media? Okay, so almost all. Out of these girls that raise their hands, from the posts you see and the amount of time you spend on your phone, who believes that social media has a negative impact on their life? Okay, a few. So this proves that the negativity in social media is a real-life problem that happens to everyday people. More and more women who use social media on a daily basis become aware of what they are exposed to. They notice this negativity on different social media platforms, and this leads to comparison. Comparison is one of the leading effects of social media. Comparison begins due to social media platforms that portray specific body types and beauty images that cause women to reject what they already have. According to Olivia Ferguson and Haley Mitchell-Haugen, scholarly editors for About Kids Health, quote, women are bound in the cultural and interpersonal relations that surround them. This includes social media and the posts that they notice. This shows that women feel the need to compare themselves with others due to the images portrayed in the media. Because of this comparison, women are being influenced by the posts and letting social media control their decisions and feelings. Women are letting social media influence how they feel in negative ways, and it can affect others, thus resulting in long-term effects. Women experience long-term effects from social media in many ways. They can become depressed, disordered eaters, and even grow a hate for themselves and the way they look. For example, according to Jessica Saunders, an expert in cyber psychology and social networking, states 13% of girls experience some form of body dissatisfaction and become disordered eaters. They gain weight concerns, overvaluation of shape and weight, binge eating, and even encounter emotional eating, thus showing how social media are affected in long-term ways from the portrayal of body images they see in social media.
Social media negatively affects individual females' morals on their body image, and similarly to Morgan's claim, it's caused from comparison and bad messages. Celebrities are sending bad messages by saying that you have to be skinny, expose a lot of skin, and be perfect. Teens start to believe and follow these messages and think that they have to look like the pictures that they see on social media. In the article Body Shaming Ads, it states, all body types are beautiful, but be skinny and expose a lot of skin. The pressure to look beautiful is at an all-time high. Teens are starting to believe that they need to look a certain way in order to be beautiful, and they compare themselves to the celebrities. In the article, Fresh Faces, it states, the pressure to look young and beautiful is at an all-time high. Social media can lead to mental health illnesses and concerns. On the graph, it shows social media is the highest leading cause to mental illnesses. And it can cause things such as depression, anxiety, bulimia, anxiety, and low self-esteem. In the article, Low Body Part Compatibility Effects, it states, acute exposure to media-portrayed images of body ideals in women has been consistently associated with psychosocial outcomes.
We can all agree together when I say social media keeps us connected. Even if we take 1 to 3 days without being attracted to our phones, we basically get FOMO, fear of missing out. In reality, what we'd be missing out on the everyday take-in is destroying our physical and mental health. Technology has given us so many photo editing altering apps. As you can see in this picture, she altered her body weight, whether she made herself bigger or she made herself skinnier. If you take a photo in the dark, you can easily lighten it up. But if you want lips like Kylie Jenner, you can also use Photoshop to make your lips look more plump. This graph shows that Instagram has the most negative effect on young mental health because mostly Instagram is for self-exposure, so you're putting up your images so you feel better about yourselves when you get your likes and your comments, making yourself feel good. And YouTube has a net positive because usually YouTube helps with makeup tutorials and those kind of things. Regina King is a great example. She's a beauty guru, and she obviously has battled an eating disorder. and she was titled as a negative image for young girls. Eugenia Cooney have never said anything about her image until her fans reached out. Since 2013, she has not came about her eating disorder until Shane Dawson's video. In his video, they do go over her eating disorder, and she is now receiving treatment and has stopped using social media to focus on her recovery. This is basically giving down a rundown on what anorexia, bulimia, and binge eating disorder is, and it shows all the type of women and men that are affected by these eating disorders. Each decade since 1930, the number of anorexia nervosa cases among young women that range from age 15 to 19 has increased, but also bulimia in women in the ages of 10 through 39 has tripled between 1988 and 1933.
It's not uncommon to be scrolling through social media and stumble upon an Instagram model promoting brands like Fit Tea, Nike, or Puma. Believe it or not, economy has a large contribution to social media and the products being promoted on its different platforms. Different platforms mean different audiences, so depending on what platforms are being used for promotion, that means they reach different audiences and age ranges. YouTube, for example, the dominant percentage of YouTube users are people ages between 15 to 25 as of 2019. Brittany Lee Saunders, an Australian beauty blogger with 80,000 subscribers, admits that 93% of her viewers are females ages 11 to 13. The idea that adolescents are more susceptible to social media's effects and given easily to buying products that are being promoted by their favorite content creators is very real. Social media can have a negative effect on women. They may feel pressured into following trends, but promotion may also inspire adolescents. It may give them art, lifestyle or clothing, inspirations, and may motivate people to make the changes in their lives that they may have been wanting to make for a while. For example, ABC News interviewed a 13-year-old girl named Aya, who said that her and her friends get most of their beauty and fashion ideas from YouTube. Reversing back to my previous claim that that brands can reach different platforms, different audiences, depending on the platforms that they're using. Because brands branch out to different platforms, they reach different audiences and begin to see a spike in sales. According to Ashley Dobson, a communication and social media manager for NACAC, can support this claim by stating that Facebook can be used for colleges as a way to reach parents, as the users tend to be older, and Snapchat and Instagram are primarily student-focused. Colleges see spikes in interest and enrollments to their colleges because of their use of different social media platforms. Nora Barnes, one of NACAC's authors, can support this claim by stating that 14% of school officials believe that their social media efforts have directly contributed to an increase in enrollments. This diagram is showing the 70% increase in course enrollment to Harvard Online School because of the 40% increase in web traffic. And this diagram on the left is showing how many daily social media users there are, which is 3.2 billion, which is about 42% of the population. And the diagram on the right is showing how many marketers believe social media marketing has been effective, which is 73%, proving how prominent social media is in the promotion of brands' products and the adolescents buying those products.
Some possible solutions for this issue is if we change the terms of use on apps and to make it more environmentally friendly, then it could be more positive. If you start to engage in specific accounts such as more unedited pictures and body positive, then that could help. Limiting screen time and time that you spend on social media can also help. Or if you use a screen time lock that is compatible with iOS products, then that could help. And influencers should start sending positive messages and start posting unedited pictures of themselves to show adolescents it's okay to be yourself. And managing products such as the diet lollipop is telling you to replace all your meals with a lollipop, which is unhealthy to girls.
With every pro, there is a con. The same is true for solutions. They have limitations and implications. Our first limitation consists of time. Changing the terms of use or the regulations for each app would take too long and wouldn't fulfill the necessary demand for change. Our second implication addresses the millions of social media users. Changing the app in any type of way would be too difficult to announce due to the density of users who enjoy the app on a daily basis. Our last limitation consists of the expense. Changing or creating apps